Hooey. Oh, that's correct. I forgot about that. I was going to put my earpiece on, but I can't run the battery pack and run the earpiece at the same time. So, guess I'm just going to have to speak up. Well, hello everybody. So I talked to the master mechanic yesterday. Timmy Gentry called and said I needed to check my oil cooler, and I have everything pretty much ready to start working on the head. So, um, so everything is off the motor. Well, I got to take the stuff off the front of the motor, but everything on the sides of the motor is gone. And I was able to successfully get the exhaust manifold off without anything breaking. So before I get my coveralls on and get totally involved, I figured I'd get on here and tell you all where I'm at. So Timmy Gentry called yesterday and said, check your oil cooler. Well, then at that point, I was like, okay, well, I need to talk to some professionals and see what I really need to be doing. So I've talked to 3 different professionals. Mr. George with YouTube is awesome. He's been at it. I've been out here for 33 years. Well, he's been equally a master mechanic for that many years. And so he said, if you don't have oil in your water, then it's not your oil cooler. I have water in my oil. I don't have oil in my water. So it's not the oil cooler. It's 2 things. He said it's either your water pump let go and it's dropping water down into your oil, or it's the seals around the liners. And so now I went across the street and I talked to some other people, and they said, well, like all of you have recommended that have been through this before, that the first thing I should have did was drop the pan. Well, out of my ignorance, I didn't. I drained the water and started tearing down the motor because I was looking at it like you would a regular gasoline motor. Anytime you have water getting in your oil, you know it's a head or a gasket, head gasket when you run a gasoline motor. Well, for these diesel motors, you got a little few other things you need to concern yourself about. So I made the mistake of draining all the fluids out of this thing, and I got it all tore down. So as you can see, I got it all tore down. There's no way I'm going to be putting fluids in there and pressure checking this unit. So I couldn't really tear it down anyway. Yesterday I couldn't go any further because this isn't my property and I can't just drain oil on the ground. And I got some cardboard here. I'm gonna use that one on the ground down there to lay on. I'm gonna drain. I hadn't ordered these, and they came in this morning, so I can drain my oil in those. I have some lids that I'm gonna put on my antifreeze because that's all good. The antifreeze is good because it doesn't have oil or it's not contaminated. So I'm going to drop the pan, drain the oil and drop the pan, and because everybody's saying I have to. So, but because But because I made the mistake of draining the fluids in the get-go, that I have to take different steps now. And um, so there's a possibility that it could be a cup. So there's that possibility. It could be a cup. So there's a place across the street. If I get the head off, they can send it into a machine shop and they can check to see if it's a cup. So anyway, so I got things to do here. I got to get the oil pan off, and I'm going to take the belts and stuff off here off the front. I want to get this airline out of my way so I don't break it. That's I've been really taking my time with this, make sure I don't break any bolts or any parts, because every part I break, any bolts I break, it took me 2 days to fix one broken bolt. So I don't want to break any bolts, and I've been really cautious about that and taking my time. Don't want to break any bolts, and I don't want to break any parts. Man, that truck was loud. Must be like Timmy's truck. Anywho, so that's where I'm at. Y'all want to know where I'm at? That's where I'm at. I haven't got the head off, but I'm fixing to get the head off. I haven't got the oil pan off, but I'm going to get the oil pan off. But I do have everything else off the motor. This one mechanic that I was talking to, he don't seem to think that I got enough manpower to. I'm keeping my parts out of the wind because there's a lot of sand around here, and I don't want to get sand in all my parts. It's very important. So I may use one of these buckets to set all my rocker boxes down in, keep them clean. So that's important that I keep everything clean. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get this head off, and it's gonna go to the shop. So YouTube is awesome. Tells me that it's one or two things. That it's a water pump or it's a liner. This guy across the street was telling me that you might want to check the cups. Now, if you look, the truck ran perfect. The truck ran perfect, other than it eating a lot of fuel. So that's why he's thinking you might want to check them cups. Because of the fuel burning like it was. Something was causing it to burn a lot of fuel. So, might want to check the cups. So, that will have to be done at a machine shop. I can't do it because I have drained the fluids and I've taken it all apart, so I can't do it here. It could have been done when the motor was still back to the beginning. So, but anyway, because the units tore apart, I mean, I could tear it all, put it back together, so it could be. I mean, I could do that, but man, I'd hate to do that. I'm gonna have to tear it down. So I'm at the point where it's tear down time. So I don't. People seem to think that I don't have the manpower to get them bolts out of that head, but that's the challenge, to get the bolts out of the head. But right now, I think I'm going to drain the oil on the pan. See, let me see. Are you the bolts picked up yet? Yeah, so Mr. James came in last night, and I gave him the paperwork and helped him swap trailers. So we got an empty down here, and he's going to go deliver my boats. And then on his way back, they're going to get a crane out here and lift one trailer and put it on the other trailer, and they're going to take both trailers back. They did say that they would get an RG in and bring me back, and I could do the work there. But that's a lot of money. That's 2,100 miles from there to here, or is it? Or is it 8? I can't remember. It's 18 or something. But it's about like 2,000 miles. So it's 2,000 miles to come over here and then 2,000 miles back. That's and then everything that I do over there is the same thing I do here. So I'm here. No sense trying to put anybody out of. They're already out of pocket by delivering them boats for me. So I'm not trying to get anybody else involved in my troubles. Let's see. My offer stands. Fly me around a trip to DW. I don't know what good it would do if I had somebody here. I have limited resources. So if I was to fly somebody out here, then I'd have to come up with the resources to get them out here. Then I'd have to come up with the resources to get them from the airport to here. And then I'd have to come up with the resources to house them and keep them in a hotel room. And then we would still have to just do the same thing I'm doing anyway. So I appreciate your offer, though. I really do. There's no discussion. I just don't have the resources to fly somebody out here, house them, and then still have to come up with the resources to do everything I got to do. So I have professional mechanics here across the street and right here in this same parking lot that for resources is information wise that I can go talk to. So I am the manual labor, and I need to do my job. One of the things that I've been having to do is make sure that I keep the APU going, which means I got to keep water in the system. So that's been up. I'm gonna have to rework that today because the parts I'm gonna take off today are gonna change that up. So I'm gonna have to take the next two hoses off. And loop them and try not to lose any antifreeze because I have to use I'm just looking for my gloves. I have to use my APU to stay warm at night and keep my batteries charged because the truck is like my hotel room. I'm eating here and sleeping here, and so I need to keep the APU operating. So plus I have food in the refrigerator. I just need to keep it going. I don't need my APU not being able to work at this point in time. So whatever it takes to keep it going. There's no telling how long this is going to take. It could take me a week. It could take a couple of weeks, but it's definitely going to cost me a bundle of money. But when I leave here, I don't want a Band-Aid job. I don't want something where, it just gets me down the road and then I can fix it later. Big Billy ain't about that. I'm going to fix it, and when I'm done fixing it, I am done with it. I don't want to have to come back and redo it again. So no band-aid jobs here. I got to do it right first time. So whatever it takes, and that's why I'm being very cautious, taking my time, doing all the research that I can possibly do. I'm doing this job myself, but I'm financing this job myself, and I don't have a whole lot of finances to work with. I've been having work but 4 loads since Christmas, and so, you know, and then I have surgery this summer, and that's going to put me out of work, and so, you know, I don't have a whole lot of resources to work with, so I got to do this job. I got to spend my money to fix it, but when I do fix it, it's not going to be a temporary fix just to get me a home. It's going to be a fix that's going to be good for the next, probably until, when I fix it, I shouldn't have to get back in this motor again. So that's the way I want to fix it. Do it, get it right. Getting a late start today because I had to wait on those buckets to get here in order to drain oil. Darn, I forgot to get a funnel. I should have some funnel. Yeah, I got a funnel in the truck. Y'all ready to go to work? I'm not. I'm kind of dragging, but dragging ain't gonna get me nowhere. Just gonna have to turn that dragging stuff off. There'll be no dragging going on around here today. I'd use this box for put my parts in, but I also need one to slide around on. How much oil do y'all think I'll get on me? Drain that pretty AMSOIL. I didn't get any AMSOIL. I was out on the road and I got it changed. So this is castor oil. Synthetic castor oil. I'll stop that. Empty this out. No sense pushing myself. What is that? Like somebody parked a cattle truck near me. Or it's just truck stop. That's what it is. Truck stop smell. It's not cattle, it's truck stop. You know. Urine soaked truck stop. That's why I had to have some cardboard laying on. I don't understand why that didn't go down. Can't be that full already. Well, I guess it could. Did I lose you guys for a second? That lid is very temperamental. I don't know what I do with my glasses. I can't read what y'all are saying without my glasses. Well, I found my cup of coffee. Let's see if I can find my glasses. Oh, well, I guess I'll get another pair. Oh, there they are. I did tell you that I take a supplement for memory, doesn't I? I might double up on it. What are y'all talking about? When the shop burnt, it was good amount plus lots of tools and donations. Some people say the wildest, dumbest things. But he's never done a good fund me for a motor. Dumpster diving for cardboard to lay on. But the garbage truck had already picked up the trash today. 89 people. Looks like a truck's. Looks like. I better stop that oil before I have a big mess. Don't want a big mess. Then I'll have to spend half my day cleaning up a mess. I don't want to do that. Got it pretty full that time. If it comes out too fast, it drain pan won't take it. It gets an airlock in it, and then it just wants to run over. Yeah, I'm still with Gentry. They came and got sent James down to take the boats that I was running and took them on over to Canby, Oregon. And he'll come back with his empty, and they'll get a crane and lift his empty onto the other trailer and take it on back to the yard. Tim offered to get his RGN and come out here and get me, take me back to the yard, but that's going to be a lot of money and a lot of resources to do that. Bring an RGN out 2,100 miles and go back. It's already costing them resources just to get them boats and the trailer. I'm not supposed to be costing Tim, I'm supposed to be making him money. When he hired me, he said he didn't want to inherit my troubles, and I remember those words like gold. So I don't want to be any trouble on him. He's got enough issues himself. They said up at the shop over here that they would take all my fluids. So that's cool. We got about four. We got 4 more to go. And then the filter. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? That's dirty liquid gold right there. You know, our dollar bill is backed up by that stuff right there. That's dirty liquid gold. I guess that'd be a dirty dollar bill. I'm not looking to push my troubles off on somebody else. This is my truck. This is my troubles. This truck pays my bills. This truck is mine. And it's my responsibility. It's not Tim's responsibility. No, sir. When you're an owner-operator, you pay for everything. You mess up the load, it comes out of your paycheck. You put your straps on and you don't twist them and they slap that product and damage that product, that comes out of your pocket. It don't come out of the company's pocket. Everything you do when you're an owner-operator comes out of your pocket, including breaking down 2,100 miles from the house, or however many miles. Y'all can look it up, how far I am. It might be 1,800 miles from now. I think it's 1,800 miles from now. Tremonton, Utah to Cerulean, Kentucky. It's probably 1,800 miles. I've been keep saying 21, but I think it's 18. I think it's 2,100 from Tim's yard, but 18 from my house. I believe. I think. I don't know. Getting pretty food. Ugh. Look at that mess I'm making. making a mess. When you make a mess, you gotta live in it. It's gonna get a lot messier, folks. I spent an hour this morning cleaning up all the dirt that I poured through on that antifreeze and got on the ground. It got all swept up and cleaned up around here. These people are letting me work on their property. I'm going to show respect and keep it clean. I don't want them regretting that they give me permission to work on my truck here. I go in and talk to them and visit them every day, twice a day, and give them updates. Tell them where I'm at, how I'm doing, what I'm looking at. Smile, and try to be cheerful. No need to put my troubles off on anybody. Y'all know what I mean. I don't want to put my troubles on anybody. We all have our own troubles. We all have enough going on in our own plates without pushing my troubles on somebody else. Y'all watching that liquid gold there? Of course, when it's at this point, it's not liquid gold anymore. Now it's served its purpose. But it certainly was liquid gold when I was purchasing it and putting it in this darn thing. Was it $300? Fuel's been going crazy too, and getting 4 miles to the gallon, that's not helping me any, because that's what I was getting on my way out here. 4 miles to the gallon. When you're laying down here on this truck stop asphalt, it's really putrid, nasty. It's like laying on a men's restroom floor right by the urinal. It's nasty down there. Who wants to lay on a truck stop asphalt? Nasty, nasty, nasty. This truck stop's been here for 30 years. That's nasty, nasty, nasty. I had dirt under here and swept it out, so, but it's still nasty down there. Yucky, yucky. Truck stop asphalt. Smells like a truck stop urinal. I'm not kidding, y'all. Y'all don't think I'm playing, do you? I'm being serious. It smells like a truck stop urinal down there underneath this truck. That's what it smells like. Every time the wind blows, it's like, what is that awful smell? Ah! That's why I got cardboard. I don't want to lay in that. I don't want to lay in a urinal. Hey, laying in a urinal, working on my truck. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Well, I'm laying in a urinal, Working on my truck. What are you doing? First I thought it was a bull hauler parked next to me, and then I realized where I was at. Don't need a bull hauler to make that smell. No sirree bobber. No need a bull hauler to make that smell. I don't know what y'all are seeing. I apologize. Here, let me look. What do you see? Do you see me or her? Still work getting up from down here. So what do you think? You think that's 8 gallons right there, don't you think? These are 5-gallon buckets. Both of them are 3/4 full. So that's 8 gallons. You're not going to get all 10 gallons. 1 gallon or a little more than a gallon in that filter. Yeah. It's wide open right there, so it's getting low. It's getting low. Then I gotta drop that filter. Taking bumps and blowing scales. Doing an in-frame would cost a little more, but you got the head and everything off. Well, it's coming off. You can see. I'm preparing to get it off, and then I'm sending the head to machine shop so they can check it out. Make sure all the cups are sealed and there are no cracks or anything in it. If there is, then I'll have to purchase a new head. The head's good, that'd be good. The cups are good, that'd be good. You know, that's something I'll let the professionals handle. So there's a shop across the street. They'll get a tow truck, take that head off of there, and they'll send it to the machine shop and get it checked for me. And meanwhile, I'll have the block to look over and drop the pan and look at all the cylinder packs and check those all over. They're more likely going to have to come out, and then it would be stupid not to, so I'll get the water pump off. Definitely get that off of there too, just in case it's probably the original one to the truck. So, and I think the oil cooler, I mean, I'll probably get, I don't know if I should replace that oil cooler or not. It's 22 years old, so it's got $1.5 million on it, so it'd probably be wise to change it too. That's an $800 part, I believe. Pine Ridge, Kentucky, really? That's where our son is at Desi Scott Children's. CWHVFD, you are awesome. Thanks for doing the math. Taking bumps and blowing scales. Not sure if he is or not. Grace and peace to you, brother. I see you come to Pine Ridge sometimes. I live in that area. Grew up there. Stevens truck stop. Asphalt smells like truck stop urinal. That's right. They've been pulling over a lot of people. Yesterday they had like several cops over here at the exit ramp. I grew up in that area. I drive through every day. Let's check my oil, make sure it's not overfilling. No, it's almost done. I grew up in that area. I drive through that area every day. Wow, really? Watch you guys often. Best wishes to you and your family. I appreciate that. I appreciate every one of y'all. Sorry that Big Belly's having troubles with Bluford. Bluford is just being Bluford. You know, the way I see it, that motor, the bottom half has got about 1,500,000 miles on it. The top half, I'm thinking, from what I'm seeing, has been replaced. I believe that head is a replacement head because it looks in the water ports, the water jackets look great. And the exhaust ports all look great. Nothing looks bad. I mean, you know, the surface on the outside's all rusty and the paint's been peeling, but this truck's set most of its life. It was a moving company truck, so at one part of its life, and so you know how those things sit around. When Ken bought it, it sat around so much they had to tear all the interior out of it because it was filled up with mice. And he's the guy I got it from. So Ken and Tammy, his wife, tore all the interior out of it and put all that blue interior and that wooden floor in it. And so it's I'm not into light blue, but it's a real pretty interior. It's really clean. It's really nice. They did a fantastic job on it. You know, for not working with professional stuff like kits that you could buy. You know, they did it all by hand, so they did a really great job. I mean, so that's one thing I don't have to worry about in this interior. Like I said, it's not my cup of tea, but my cup of tea. I said that backwards. I said my cup of tea. I said it. I can't even say it right now, but I said that backwards. My cup of tea. My cup of tea. Or I can't even say it, but anyway. It's a hallucination or figment of your imagination, not your biological function of the human anatomy. In this case, my tongue is not working today. I need another one of these for the other side, so I can have dual blowouts. Wouldn't that be cool? I can drain the oil from both sides. In case I change my oil on the heel. I wonder why they put them rubber things on them bolts like that. That'll be coming off next, that oil pan. Every time the wind blows, I look to see if there's a cattle truck over there. Man, well, what can a man do? You know, I guess I'm thankful that they let me use their truck stop to do this work. So I guess I just have to put up with the urinal smell. Stop my complaining. Stop my complaining and be thankful. next thing I'm going to get off is that oil filter, and then I'll just keep this underneath it where the oil filter is and let it drain for all the drops so it don't get on the ground. You know, I don't want to get this truck stop urinal oily, you know what I mean? That would be disrespectful. This is somebody's truck stop urinal. I certainly wouldn't want to go around disrespecting somebody's truck stop. Somebody invests a lot of money and time to own one of these places. It's a business just like any other business. Just might be a little smelly. We'll set this under the filter so we can prep that next. Get that off of there. I hear a seagull. I see a seagull. Alright, let's go find a filter. Filter wrench. The Red River Gorge is a great little river. That's beautiful country up there. I need a... What do I need? Oh yeah, I need that dude right there. Oh, look at there. Look what I found. You know, that Peterbilt right there was sitting there back when I had my black Freightliner. I guess this is where he parks it. It don't move a whole lot. It's got grass growing underneath it. It doesn't move a whole lot. Bald tires. Maybe it don't move at all. In fact, I don't think this truck moves at all. That fifth wheel don't look like it's been hooked up in 100 years. Yeah, I don't believe this thing's been moved in a long time. It was here when I had my black Freightliner at that time. Mike Taylor came out and visited me here in Tremonton. It was here, and it's still here. Now, looks like it has not moved since the last time I was here. And it's got a lot of black oil on it all over everything, so I don't know what motor that is in there. Looks like a Caterpillar pan. Well, let's hope that this truck doesn't get left here forever. What do y'all think? We don't want to make this a truck stop memorial truck, do we? Like that Peterbilt right there, truck stop memorial. In fact, they don't even have door tags. I just noticed that. It's got a Utah tag, but don't have any door tags. Kind of reminds me of my last Pete, but it don't have the windows. No windows in it. Looks like a Caterpillar motor in there. He's got a quick release on the bottom of his, but it looks like most of it blew out on the truck. Yeah, reminds me of my old Pete. I had 2 of them like this. That's my pile of dirt right there. I'll have to get rid of that when I get done. That's that dirt that I put underneath it to soak up the antifreeze. I swept it all up so it's clean versus that. It's all clean under there. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's what I caught up with y'all showing you around some truck. I need to take that oil filter off. How many tries do y'all think it'd take to get that oil filter off of there? Can you see what I'm doing? Or is the sunlight bothering you? Now I can try to get you a better angle. I guess y'all are in on this disaster with me, huh? Sorry y'all have to witness this disaster with Blueford. I apologize that you guys have to go through this with me, but I do appreciate you. I want to give up. I've wanted to give up 1,000 times. But you know what? I made the mistake of doing that once before I gave up. And it took me 10 years to recover. And so this might cost me anywhere from $9,000 to $15,000. But losing $10,000 to $15,000, you know, somewhere in there, plus a loss of income while I'm not hauling boats, is a lot better than what would happen if I walked away from this. Because if I walked away, I would take a big loss, a lot more than $15,000. And I've already invested $15,000 when I bought it. And then I borrowed $30,000 and lived off of that and spent probably $15,000 on the truck. And plus I've ran it for a year and done all kinds of work to it. So, you know, these rigs, you invest a lot of money because they make you money. And stuff like this doesn't normally happen, these big breakdowns. So they do happen, but it doesn't normally happen. It's not a normal thing. I mean, you get breakdowns like this. What I do with the filter wrench? Anybody see what I did with that filter wrench? What I do with that filter wrench? Didn't put it in my pocket. I'm gonna go find my filter wrench. I had it. I found it was over there where I found my coffee. Imagine that. I got distracted by that memorial peak over there. I can't fit. Get in there. Alright, this is going to be fun. I should have got a bag of rags. I guess I can get some old t-shirts out. See, look at what happened to that guy over there. He walked away. Look where his truck's been sitting. That thing's been sitting there. How long, Ruthie, has it been since I was over here? Saw Mike Taylor? That thing's been sitting there forever. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm always going the wrong way. That's a story of my life. Should change my name to Wilton. Oh, I was going the right way. Okay. Well, make up my mind for me, will you please? Okay. I can't seem to figure out which way this goes. It says right there on the filter, but I can't read it. Let's see, you spin it on that way, right? No, you spin it on this way. So that means it needs to go that way to get off. Okay. Well, I'm glad you figured that out. Let me see, is that right? Spins on this way. So it needs to go that way to get off. On, off. See, this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a guy who can't even get his filter off. I was just messing with you. I knew which way it had to go all along. Lord, forgive me for lying to these folks. Forgive me, Father, telling a hyperbole. My mind's is everywhere. Yes. Always drop these things. I never seem to can hold them when they come out. So I'm fixing to take an oil bath is what I'm saying. I guess I'll sacrifice this rag. Work with me. There you go. I'm gonna drop it. You watch. Gonna drop it. Always drop them. I don't know who that's calling me, folks. That's when people call you, when you got your hands full of a very slippery, heavy, with a gallon and a half of diesel, oil in it. Slippery, filled with oil filter. You're trying to hold on to it so it don't fall and splash everywhere. Somebody's pulling up, checking me out. Somebody's checking me out. So the question on the APU was, it was checking me out. Somebody was over here checking me out. I don't know who it was, but I know the APU is doing fine, and it's I have to keep the motor. I have to keep the switch on and run the heater on the dash to keep the APU cool, because if I don't, the APU gets hot and it will shut off. So I've had to keep the water circulating through the truck's heating unit. So, but it was on all night, so it kept me warm. How you doing, sir?
All right, how you doing? I can wait till you're done.
I'm on a live right now.
How are you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm Rob from Cash Valley Daily.
Yeah.
You're right, call. I'm just going to take a few pictures.
Okay. What is it all right if the live stays on? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, can I put you on?
Sure.
Rod, Rod. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rod from
Cache Valley Daily.
Cache Valley Daily. I don't know what he's doing here. Hopefully he ain't got bad news or anything. Got enough of that around here.
Nope, just doing a story about you fixing your outfit.
Oh, yes, sir. So what happened was, as I was coming down this road here, and I needed to get fuel because it looked like I was burning up a lot of fuel.
Okay.
And so I did. I got fuel, and my truck usually gets 6.2 miles to the gallon. And when I fueled up, it got 4 miles to the gallon. That's pretty drastic. And so I was thinking something was wrong, and I looked under the truck, and I saw steam coming out from underneath it. And these trucks ain't supposed to have steam coming out of them because they're diesels, not steam engines.
Okay.
And so I opened the hood, and I had steam coming out of my dipstick. So I had to call my company that I'm leased onto. I haul boats for them. I said, hey, send a driver and come by here and get my boats and deliver them. I can't go any further because if I go any further, I have a major catastrophic problem, throw a rod or something. So, and at that point, I got permission from the truck stop to park here, and got permission from the Rocky Mountain truck shop there. And everybody gave me permission to come back here, and so I set up shop, and I'm having to do basically a major overhaul on my truck here. So as you can see, my motor's all apart, and it's going to come apart even more. I got all the fluids out of it, trying to contain all my fluids. These people are nice enough to let me use their parking lot, so I want to respect them too, you know what I mean? And I would do that to anybody, respect everybody. But so I'm keeping all my fluids contained, and keeping this area clean and sweeping it while I tear down this truck, and respecting everybody. And I don't want to disrespect anybody because everybody's given me permission to work on it here. So, and they've been really nice to me. So yeah, I'm tearing down my truck, and right now we're estimating between $9,000 to $15,000 repair. And so, I'm not sure how long it will take me. It could take me a week, could take me 2 weeks to get her back up and going.
You've done this before, apparently.
I've done repairs before, but I haven't had to go in and remove sleeves. That's basically a total rebuild. So, yeah. So it's kind of scary, but especially doing it in a parking lot 2,100 miles away from home, or 1,800 miles away from home. One of the two. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, I'm a long ways from home.
Ooh. Well, you just go ahead and keep working. I'll take a few pictures and be on my way.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. Let me go ahead and move this out of my way. So that was the Daily Chestnut, or whatever it was. The Daily Chestnut. That don't sound appropriate. Well, I don't know why I said that. That's totally inappropriate. Daily Cache Valley.
Cache Valley Daily.
Cache Valley Daily. That was nice of them to come out here and do a interview. Yep, I got my filter down. So I got give me some glasses. I seem to lose my glasses every time I move. And I can't read what you guys are saying without my glasses. I can get my filter tool, and I don't need that anymore because we got the filter off. Now Tim says that there's a couple of bolts Tim says that there's 2 bolts right there that I need to get, and then 2 bolts on the top to release that oil cooler. So because I'm gonna have to do, everything's gonna get replaced here. The oil cooler, the water pump, the head will more than likely will have to be replaced, and all the sleeves. So that's so that has to come off too. So we can get that out of there. Oh, a little rough getting up from down there. Not getting any younger. Yeah. Do y'all see what I did with my glasses anywhere? I'm gonna read your comments. I just can't seem to keep up with things. You know what? I take my glasses off to help me. Oh, there they are. And then I can't find them. So let's see what they're saying. Wow, praise the Lord. Yes, praise the Lord. Amen. Job, smart idea. They are taking photos of Stephen at the local newspaper. Yeah, it's Ruthie called you, my wife called you. Yeah. She ratted me out.
Did she?
Yeah, I was trying to be sneaky about this. Yeah, okay. Well, let me get back to work. I gotta get that filter out of there and do something with it, because it's gonna be in my way.
So how long have you been doing this video thing?
This is our 6th year.
6 years?
Yeah, we have 14,000 subscribers. So, and we try to keep them involved in, all the ups and downs, and this is pretty far down. I think this is probably the lowest experience my channel's been through with me. So this is pretty low. It's gonna be, but I want to. People are saying just give up. Well, I want to give up, but it would hurt my family even more if it did. So
Yeah.
it's better to just man it out and get knowledge from the local mechanics. And I plus have mechanics on YouTube here that have been in the business for 33 years giving me their knowledge, and they give me their phone numbers and I can tell them what I'm dealing with, because I'm not a mechanic, I'm a truck driver.
Yeah.
But I do all my own repairs, and I learn as I go, and this is a learning experience here because I've never experienced this before. So, but they're telling me what the problems are, and so the problems are inside that motor, and I got to get inside of it.
Is this your truck or is it?
Yes, I've been an owner operator for 20 years, 21 years now, I think. So, but that was, and my first truck, it blew up. It chewed up the valve in that number 6 cylinder, and I gave up. I walked away. I was intimidated, and I had to go through bankruptcy, and it took me 10 years to recover. And it was very, very challenging to go through that, to have I've been doing this for 33 years, and to have my experience and get knocked down like that, it was very humiliating, very depressing. And I worked for a lot of Mickey Mouse outfits, but thank God I had those outfits. But anyway, eventually worked back up and bought 3 more trucks, and this is my 4th truck. So, and when I bought this truck, we have a son too. He has a problem child. He's in a boys' home, and I sold my last truck so I can be at home and deal with him. And and but I got a forestry mulcher, big machine, and I couldn't get the business to get off the ground, and so I had to get back into what I know how to do. So I bought this truck, and even though it's an old jalopy, what I learned about these trucks, it doesn't matter if they're brand new, it doesn't matter if they're old jalopies, they all require repairs, they all require maintenance, and they always break down because they're just machines. And you can get a new one with warranty, but that doesn't cover everything. So you can get a new one, it just comes with big payments, but it doesn't mean it's not going to do this. So and that's what I learned through, I've had new trucks, I've had old trucks, I've had beautiful trucks. I had a truck that was $200 and something thousand. It was beautiful, driving like I was a king, you know. But I didn't make any, in fact, I made less money driving that than I do this. So, and it's hard to make money in today's world with you know, the people that are over here that are not supposed to be here and have CDLs. It's really hurt the trucking industry. And for 20 years, I ran the load boards. And when we had that invasion a few years back, and they gave them all CDLs, the first thing that happened was loads went from $3.50 a mile to like $1.37 a mile, and just barely getting by at $3.50 a mile. Yeah. And so that's one of the reasons. That was another reason why I sold that black truck, not only for my son, but because of that. But this guy here, Mr. Tim Gentry, he saw my YouTube channel and offered me to bring my truck over there and lease on, and I've been doing better there than I have in the last 10 years with being out there on the load board. So I'm a blessed man.
Yep, you're lucky.
Yep, because right now it's hard to make money in the trucking industry. So I'm thankful for my carrier, thankful for my wife and son, thankful for my YouTube channel, my followers, and I'm thankful to you, Mr. Rob. Mr. Rod. Like, what's his name? He sings Rod Stewart, like Rod Stewart. Yep. So,
well, keep going. I'll shoot.
These people here are very polite here for letting me do all this stuff. You don't usually get that. I've been ran off out of truck stops. You can't do that here, you know. So I'm very thankful. I'm gonna set y'all down because I gotta move some stuff. Ugh. Sorry about the sunlight in y'all's face there. I need to get those valve covers off. That's 7/16. Yeah, buddy.
You know anything about your followers, who they are? Or?
Yeah, we keep up with a lot of our followers. We have, oh well, wrong thing. We have one follower just had surgery. His name's Bobby Maddox, and he had surgery. He lives in New Jersey. He had a problem with his bladder. He called us for prayers, and we've been praying for Bobby to heal up from his surgery. And he gave us a call yesterday and said that the doctor said that he was on the mend and come back in 6 months.
Oh,
so
wow.
praise the Lord, you know. And then we have lots of followers that are very concerned about all of us, and we have Mr. Hunter. We have YouTube is awesome. We have a lot of wonderful followers. They're very concerned about Mr. Big Belly today. That would be me.
Yeah.
But Big Belly will be all right. Now, Miss Bumbles, that's my wife. She may not be doing so well. She's all nervous.
I'll bet she is.
This is a lot of money. And then I got to have surgery here this summer too. So
Do you?
yeah, I got things that happen to you from sitting for many years. Yeah, I got to have surgery on that. So, which is a little embarrassing to talk about.
Yeah, I got it.
I got to have a tow truck come and lift this off. This part right here. This is probably 1,000 pounds. I can't lift that off there. So their tow truck gonna lift it off, and I'm gonna send it across the street, and they're gonna send it to a machine shop to have it test for any cracks or anything in it. So while that's at the machine shop getting tested, it will more likely have to be replaced, that's $6,000 right there by itself. So, and it'll have to be replaced, more than likely. And then the internals, that's another $6,000 or $7,000, and they're going to have to come out of there. So it's probably going to be between $9,000 and $15,000 somewhere in there, because I have to do it right. If I don't do it right, then I'll just be doing this again. And you think it hurts to do it once. It hurts really bad when you do it twice. So we got to do it right the first time. But the good thing is when it's done, I shouldn't have to worry about the old motor for a while. It's a good truck. It runs real good until recently. Started gobbling up lots of fuel, 4 miles a gallon. That hurt. Mechanics now, this head bolts here, this bolt here, there's probably like 20 of them, and they're saying you ain't gonna be able to get them bolts. I don't think I'm big enough or strong enough. It takes a big wrench and a lot of muscle. We'll get it out there. They'll just have to stay tuned. Stay tuned. y'all. Let me see what y'all are seeing here. Make sure they wasn't looking at my derriere. I love your part of the woods. Beautiful around here. With those mountains, it kind of reminds me of San Bernardino. Those big mountains in the background. Oh yeah, you can see the water. You see that water? That goopy mess? That's why she had to be shut down. I'm gonna show y'all. See the water? That goop? Yeah, you don't want to run it with that water in there. That'd make a rod. Yeah, that would make a rod go bad. Rod bearing. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought. Man, that would make a rod bearing go bad. They don't run on water too good. What's that thing sticking? These gaskets were holding pretty good. Those gaskets were really holding, y'all. Brand new gaskets I just paid all that money for. They're doing a great job. Here, let me get y'all a better view.
You say you've been driving for 30 years?
33.
33 years.
Since 93. I went to work for Dallas Mavis out of Springfield, Tennessee. Pulling a covered wagon. Been doing it ever since.
How old were you when you started?
I don't know, what's 93? That would be 31 or 2. I was born in 62, so that would make me 31. 31 years old. I had got up to 240 pounds. My little bitty guy, me, that was me. I got up to 240 pounds and got kidney disease and stage 3 kidney disease from eating truck stop food for all these years. And everywhere I went, that big belly was in front of me. So big belly was my biggest challenge, and it was just, I couldn't do anything without thinking about my belly all the time. And so it seemed like my belly was ruling my life. That's where it came up from. So everything I do, I have to think about my belly. And so after a year of dieting and getting down to 155 pounds, I went back in to see the doctor, and my kidneys were healed. Yeah. That's where the big belly came from. Oh, water was pouring out of that. Y'all see all that water come out of that? I mean, it was pouring out of there. Poor truck. Poor Bluford. It's okay, Bluford. We have the technology. We have the wheel. And fortunately, we have some credit cards.
I'm going to get out of your hair. I got another stop to make.
Thank you, Mr. Rod.
You bet.
Thanks for stopping by.
You bet. Good luck to you.
I appreciate you, sir. Have a great day.
My pleasure. You do the same.
Thank you, sir. Y'all say goodbye to Mr. Rod. Well, my hands are slippery. I can hardly twist this wrench. There wasn't a whole lot of water in the oil, but there's sure a lot of water on the top side. I think that's probably condensation from the water that's been in the pan. That's why I think there's more water down here than there is on the, up here than there was on the bottom. You know how water rises, because I don't really see any water down in there. It's just on the valve covers. Come on. Come on, will you? Let go. Can't get it to let go. All right, it's starting to get a little frustrated here. Look at the water in that, dude. Boy, we shut this motor down just in time. That's the only milk that you'll see is on these valve covers. Meaning it just started. It just started. Caught it just in time. Thank you, Lord Jesus. This is my last good rag here. I'm gonna have to go shopping for some rags. Or I'll have to look up in my clothes and see what I want to make into a rag. What will I be willing to sacrifice? All right. I've been off of there for a while. Let's see how y'all are doing. If you're still on there or not. Let's go see. Am I still alive? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I'm still alive. It's starting to get warm out here. See what y'all are all about. 87 likes. The camera's getting loose. Mr. Orland, how you doing? I gotta get a drink of water. Let's see. You're welcome. Yes, sir, you're still there. Oh, well, thank you. Perry, thank you. Tremonton, we're in Utah, or Utah are again, Stephen. Prayers for good things to happen. I watch all the videos. Would you love to meet you both sometime? Appreciate you. Thanks. Calm down, Stephen. Got this, brother. Heck yeah. Seawood was looking that up as you said that. Maybe if more people sent them messages, they might come out. Seawood. Thanks that. Ed Webb. Yes, nice that we came out. Okay, that was awesome to have a local news reporter. Yeah, that was kind of a trip. Isn't it kind of weird to have a local news reporter come out and say, hey, we know who you are and we know what you're doing. Tell us about it. What? What the heck? I need water and I'm dirty and I don't want to get in there. I'm greasy and I need water. If I can get in there and get some water without getting grease on my truck. Let me see, put that right there. There's the water. Oh. Oh, darn it, I got grease on the darn truck. Darn. I don't like getting grease in my truck. That's supposed to all stay outside. Let's see. Let's see where we're at. If y'all don't mind, I gotta sit down for a minute. I'm getting really hot in this. Sorry, y'all. I was fighting with a bucket. So I want y'all to check this out. You see this? Every day that I've been here, these FedEx trucks will show up at this time. There may be 20 of them that show up. And they'll come in here, one, they do swap. They all swap out. And then they're gone within an hour. It's all over with. I'm really sorry I shut you all off. I didn't mean to do that to you. I apologize. I gotta take a sit down for a second. I need to get this jumpsuit off. I am burning up. I think I'm gonna lose some weight on this job. Whew. Look at her. There's no water in that oil. Look at that. That's pure 100% oil right there. That's big belly oil. Woo, big belly oil. Blooper wants some big belly oil. I bet you Blooper's jealous that I got the oil. He got the water. Blooper's jealous. Blooper's jealous, y'all. Blooper's jealous. He got the water and I got the oil. I have to take these gloves off. I gotta cool off. I'm gonna have a. I gotta cool off. I am really hot and sweaty. I'm gonna have to get my cooler coveralls out. All right, let me see if I can answer some of y'all's questions here, if you got some. Steven sure does love that dark coffee, even on a hot day. Yep, winter, summer, or fall. Gonna have some coffee. Gonna have it for me and gonna have it for all. All right, reached out to Josh YouTube channel. Who's Josh YouTube channel? Oh, that Depth 8. He has 15 years. Yeah, I know who he is. He knows who I am too, so we've talked. I've learned a lot from Depth 8. Oh, is that 3406E? Is that the 3406E that lives in Missouri that has a shop and builds the 3406Es? I love that channel, but you stopped building the diesel motors and went to big stuff. You're the same guy, Mr. Jason Smith. Boy, look at this. I mean, I don't know how they time themselves where they get here all the time, but they do. All at the same time. They do a good job at timing. Okay, appreciate that. I reached out to Josh. Appreciate that, Mr. Smith. Okay, appreciate that. Yeah, I'm in contact with the people across the street, and then there's a shop here. And, you know, I'm doing all the work myself, but I'm running everything that I'm doing by them. And they're kind of giving me advice on what to do. Right now, the advice is to get the head off. See, so I screwed up thinking gasoline engine. Anytime you get water in your oil on a gasoline motor, the first thing you do is think of head or head gasket. So that's immediately what I went after and drained all the fluids and started going after it. But I found out that I screwed up because I should have dropped the pan first while it still had water and pressure in the motor, and that way I could see where the water was coming from. So I screwed up on that part, but I can't go back now. Well, I could. I mean, it'd be a lot of work to put it back together, but I guess I could fill it back up with water and pressurize it, since I mean, I could do that. But anyway, so the shop across the street said that it could be a cup, and that now it was running good, but it was eating up a lot of fuel, lots of fuel. It was 4 miles at a gallon, and so it's before it started blowing the steam, and it ran good, but it was eating up the fuel. And okay, I appreciate you saying that, Mr. Smith. Yeah, I like that. I watched many of those rebuilds that 3406E does out of Missouri. He's quite a mechanic. He really he's a really good mechanic. Him and Deft Ape both, they're really good mechanics. I've learned a lot from both of them over the years. So anyway, so the recommendation is across the street there is, since I've really bypassed the thing that I should have done in the get-go, there's no going back at this point, is to get the head off and get it to the machine shop so they can do an inspection on it and see if it's leaking on the cups or if it has any cracks or whatever. They're according to Mr. George at YouTube is awesome. He's also a veteran mechanic in Oklahoma, and he said that it's not a cracked head and that it's not a head gasket, only by the evidence of no bubbles in the water. So if it had, he said, the master mechanic from Oklahoma, Mr. YouTube is awesome, Mr. George said, he said, if you don't have bubbles in the water, if you don't have bubbles in the water, then it's not the head gasket, it's not the head, and it doesn't have pinholes in the liners. He said, if it has oil in the water, then you would look at the oil cooler. But if you have water in the oil, more than likely what it is either two things. The water pump is leaking water into the system, which happens, and or the seals. He said those seals that go on those liners are only meant to last about 8-9 years, and after 8-9 years it's not unheard of for them to let go. And he said it's more than likely one of those seals on the liner. He also said when you pull the pan, you can check to see if there's any scoring inside those liners. And if there's no scoring on the inside of those liners, that I could actually take those liners out, put new seals in them, and drop them back in. So I could use those liners and put new seals on them and continue on. So if I get in there and look at those liners and they still have the hash marks, they look fresh and everything, that might be a thing. But if they show a lot of wear, then they need to be replaced. Stephen must have been thinking of someone else. I was thinking of somebody else. I was thinking of 3406E out of Missouri. One heck of a mechanic. His language is a little rough, but he's one heck of a mechanic. Diesel mechanic. Oh wow. Cooled off real fast getting his hot sweaty clothes out in the air. Where'd the Orland go? He take off? Hello from Russia. Are you in a hurry over there in Russia? Howdy. There's Mr. Orland up there. I don't know what time that was, but anyway. Perry Reed. Utah. Prayers. Calm down, Steve. Was I getting upset? Yeah, I kind of get bent every once in a while. But the Holy Spirit quickly reminds me. Ye with lack of faith. Okay. Well, I believe I'm caught up. No, I don't need no mask today because I'm tell you what, I'm burning up in the clothes that I'm in. Now that I got that jumpsuit off, I'll go in and see if I can't find one that's not insulated. The only thing is these coveralls are getting really filthy and I don't want to get inside the truck with them. So, but I do have a cooler set I can get on. It's just with this sun out, I think it's 71 or 67 degrees. And black insulated coveralls, man. I don't know what the complete name of it is. I know that he carries the name 3406E. It could be KT. I'm not sure. Well, how's my battery doing? How do you check the battery on this thing while it's live? Anybody know? I don't know. What was it doing when I was touching it? Why does it do that? Look, I'm gonna touch my face. The camera's doing weird things. Yeah, I'm gonna get in the truck and find my other coveralls while I'm cooling off. Oh, my back is. Oh, my back. Well, I'm certainly not 21 years old anymore. Here, I better not leave those there. The wind probably blow them away. It's starting to get windy. That's why I keep things covered up. It's sandy around here and it gets windy. And when you have an open motor, last thing you want is sand. See if I can take my boots off because I don't want to track any oil in my truck. Whew. All right. Where was my... There they are right there in the corner. Good. I was thinking I had to get them up from underneath the bunk. So... Y'all, my stereo went out on me a few days ago, and I got another one over in Joplin. That's what that is. Anyway, so we got some cooler coveralls. It was cold this morning. It gets cold over here in the mountains. There's another insulated pair. That's another sleeveless pair right there. Then there's a couple more pairs under the bunk. When AJ comes back, I'll have to take those cabinets out and put a bunk in for him. So, but he's got to learn how to behave long enough to get out of there. They were talking about making arrangements and bringing him home, but then he started running his mouth. I wish I can get that boy back. I'm sure it's not a good influence for him to be in a place like that. All right, we got some cooler coveralls. Yeah. What are y'all saying? How we doing? Do I need to be getting off of here? Y'all want me to get off of here? Oh boy. I guess it should be getting off here. What do y'all think? Mr. Mike, taking off. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in with us. I agree with you. It's a beautiful country out there where you're from. Well, let's take a look at this motor while I think about what I'm going to do next. So this is where I'm at. I should have left that pan down there. Darn it. I'll have to get that. I need to get that pan under there. I don't want oil dripping all over the place. So this is where I'm at. I can start taking all the jakes off. I'm gonna get some boxes. I'm gonna run up front and get some boxes. That's what I'm gonna do. I want to put these all in boxes and keep them wrapped up and keep them clean. That's for sure, for sure. Pull them injectors out. I take that air conditioner off and lay it down here somewhere where the hoses don't get ruined. You know. I don't really want to take the alternator off because I need to have key power in the truck for my APU. Turn on the heater. So I'll have to take these two hoses off down there and link them together so that I can have circulation. Those right there are going to circulate anyway up into the heater. So yeah, the belt's got to come off. So I think what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, y'all want to go with me? Go see if we can get some boxes. How about that? How about we go get some boxes? We're going to leave Bluford. We'll be back in a minute, Bluford. And we're going to get some boxes. I don't have my glasses, so I can't read cat engine. I can read that. Lost signal. Lost signal. Is it a lose signal? Are y'all still with me or what? Or am I just talking to myself? Look at all those FedEx trucks. They've been doing this every day since I've been here. This is their meetup place. This is their meat. I wonder if it's what kind of meat it is. Is it ribeye, New York, tenderloin? It's probably tenderloin meetup. Hey, who's that? Car. I don't have my glasses on. How you doing? I can't walk with my reading glasses on. Makes me sick to my stomach. And then I trip and fall over things. What's that big yellow thing under there? Isn't that them Joe wipes, Ruthie? See under that truck? That's what it looked like. Ooh, looky, a buggy. See if there's any boxes in here yet. No. No. Let's go to the store and see if they got any boxes. That's the place I was at this morning, Transport Diesel. They're the ones that are going to check the protrusion for me. They're also the ones that are going to ship my head out to a machine shop so it can get checked. See any boxes over here, anybody? I don't see a box one anywhere. There's all kinds of boxes until this morning when I needed them. Let's go in here and see if they got any boxes they haven't thrown out yet. Thrown out, not throwed out. Thrown out. THROWN. Out. Whew-wee. Hey, I was going to get some boxes out of the garbage can.
Okay.
But the garbage man was here.
Okay.
So do you have any boxes you need to throw out? I need to use some boxes.
I don't know if we do on our side, but let me go check and ask Burger King if they have any.
Okay, Burger the King.
Because usually they shove the boxes on the side.
Oh, okay.
Jesse, do you guys have any boxes that you don't need?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, no problem. Usually we have oodles, but...
Yeah, there was a ton of them in the dumpster, but I didn't need them yesterday, and now that I need them, there's none in there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's just the way the ball bounces, right?
Yeah.
All I need is like one or two. I'm taking my parts off the truck, and I want to keep them in a clean space.
Okay. Oh, he's got...
That's exactly what I need right there. Perfect.
Hey, Jesse, you saved the day.
Jeffy, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know if you know it or not, but I'm the guy with the truck in the back that's broke down. I got.
No, I don't know that.
Thank you, Jeffy. I'm the guy that's broke down in the back. I got permission a few days ago, so I'm signed a consent form in case I fall and break my arm or something. So.
Okay, well, don't do any of that.
I know it. I'm having enough troubles as it is. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That was nice of them, huh? No, I wasn't flirting. Just being nice. Look, I got boxes. I got boxes. That should be enough to put my rocker boxes in. Keep them closed, keep them clean. Because I definitely want to keep those clean. You know what I mean? Ask if she is married and give her my number. I'm already gone. But you could check her out. This is the Sydney truck stop in Tremonton. Give them a call. And tell her that you've seen her live on YouTube and that you're interested in dating her. Sir. Man, it's a beautiful day. I am so thankful. Thank you, Father, for the beautiful weather. Rocky Mountain Truck Center. Let's see what it actually is. I might have it wrong. You know how forgetful I am. Rocky Mountain Truck Center, Incorporated. If you break down, call 888-342-0700. We'll come help you out. Need an oil change? We'll change your oil. Right here at Exit 40 in Tremonton, Utah. Rocky Mountain Truck Center. We aim to please. I guess. Didn't that sound like an advertise? We aim to please. We aim to serve. If you got the money, we got the time. No checks. We don't take basketballs around here. I've been getting a lot of walking in here the last few days. Reminds me when I went to GBATS last year. Man, I walked around there so much my legs were sore for like 3 days. Wow, fuel went up 509. I'll take that. That's our trailer right there. James dropped it off last night. Took my boats out of here. So I need to keep my eye on it. Make sure nobody pillages Mr. Tim Gentry's boat trailer. I pulled that one a bunch of times. That's a nice fella right there. I talked to him this morning. He's from Peoria, Illinois. Not noise, but Noy, Illinois. I know. There's my special little mound of dirt. All right, we got boxes. All right. We're back to my glasses so I can see what y'all have been up to. Yeah, it's beautiful around here. Yeah, I had to sign a release form. In case I got hurt, I didn't sue them. That's fine. Yeah. No touching. I wasn't flirting. Just being cordial. I was just being cordial. You know how I am. I'm a cordial kind of guy. Look at my coffee stained yellow teeth. Look like horse teeth. Carson Polson says hi. Howdy. Yup. Okay, I guess you would have to ask him. I'm a celebrity. Yeah, right. Mr. Hank Smith. So when I hired on, Tim said to me, he says, I don't want to inherit your problems. He said that he hired an owner-operator one time, and he didn't even make it down the road. He broke down and needed money. So when he hires on owner-operators, he doesn't want to inherit their problems. So therefore, I never ask him or them for anything. Because I'm respecting his wishes. He's got a lot of pans in the fire. He's got a lot to deal with on his own, just like we all have things to deal with. And besides that, he's all the way on the other side of the country, and he's already had to take a loss having a driver come out here and haul the boats for me. So isn't that enough damage that I've caused with this? Bluford cause. Bluford, you bad Bluford. I know it. I'm taking a break, so all that walking around looking for garbage. Tim said that he would be willing to send an RGN out here and grab my truck and take it back. But the way I see it, I got to work on it here or I can work on it there. So if he comes out here and gets me, that's more money he's out of pocket. So, again, he didn't want to inherit my problems, and I'm not going to push my problems off on him. He already is out of pocket by having his driver take my load and have it delivered, and then have a crane come out here and lift that trailer up and put it on that other trailer and take it back. So he's already out of pocket because Bluford decided to do what Bluford decided to do. So who am I to push my problems on him? Don't you think he's got enough issues? We all got enough issues. I don't want to push my problems off on somebody else. When you become an owner-operator, you have to deal with your truck. That's your truck. It's your responsibility. It's your baby. You take care of it. If it breaks down, that's your pocketbook. Look at this truck next to me. He couldn't handle it. Look at his truck. It's been sitting there for many years. So, I have to deal with this. I just have to do it. Or just quit and take the lumps for quitting. But I'm not going to try to push my problems off on somebody else. That ain't right. That's the way I see it. And I hope that doesn't offend you, but that's just the way I see it. It's just like that time that those people ripped me off for them trailer parts that I was buying for Tim's trailer. They ripped me off, but I didn't go after Tim to go give me the money back. Why should I push that off on him? I'm not about causing trouble for other people. And to me, that's causing trouble for them to have to come out here and deal with me. Isn't that causing trouble? That's the way I see it. This is not his truck. This is not his responsibility. This truck belongs to me. This is my responsibility, not his. And I'm not going to try to push it off on him. That would be wrong. And that's the way I see it. And I apologize if you don't see it my way, but that's the way I see it. Well, I sure do appreciate that, Mr. Pink Knot Yoder. Is that I say that right? Pink Pine Knot. I'm sorry, Pine Knot Yoder. Man, my teeth are really yellow on camera. I'm gonna have to cover Mr. Pine Knot Yoder. Don't look at my yeller teeth. Look like an old horse. Who's that? Stevens Truck Power is in Fillmore, Utah, about 200. Who's that? Well, I guess I'll get dressed and start. What should I do next? There's so much to do. There's so much to do. What should I do next? I definitely don't should have any problems with finding anything to do. I definitely don't have that issue. You know, I'm just sitting here being lazy, having fun with y'all for a minute, but I do need to get back to work. Looks like FedEx is about done mixing up dust, which is kind of messing with my sinuses. I'm gonna walk around the back and blow my nose so y'all don't have to watch snot. All right. I see boogers flying. That's for sure. I ain't lying. Well, they're gone. And now I can breathe again. Feels wonderful. These other coveralls are my morning coveralls, and these are my afternoon coveralls. Had to give the driver the look, you know, like stirring up dust. Somebody's working around here. All right, I'm gonna get some fresh rubber gloves. Those are ones that are saturated with oil, so get some fresh rubber gloves on. And what am I doing? What are you saying? I'd come help you. I'm on the way over here in North Coast. Oh yeah. North Carolina coast. All right, what was I gonna do? Oh, get some gloves. Okay. I appreciate it. I'd come help me too, but I'm kind of busy. You know what? I'd come and help me too, but I'm a little busy right now. Trying to find a set of gloves so I can get back to work. The darn wind caught that door and hit me right in the head yesterday. I'm gonna do that again. Whew, you'd a good man, Stephen. I wish more owner-operators had the attitude. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get hit in the head. Me too. It'd be nice if everybody had a good attitude. You don't have to wake up every morning and get an attitude adjustment. The Holy Spirit has to whip me into line. And then you get in line. We talking all that quitting stuff.
Reminder for you.
Why is that on there? Sorry, I put my rubber gloves on and things just went crazy. And then AI came on there. All right, you lost signal. Are you there? Are you there? Y'all still there? Did I lose you guys? Okay, no, I put my rubber gloves on, and it made my fingers funny, and it accidentally turned on AI, and AI started taking over. So I apologize. Okay, so let me get I think it's a 1/2 inch wrench and take that belt off. And get that belt off of there. Boy, that was kind of radical. Really smacked that trailer. So yeah, I need is that a half inch drive? See if we can get these belts off of here. Now you guys help me out here. I need all the help I can get. Since y'all are watching, just give me a little strength. Got to release that belt up there. First thing y'all need to do is hold on. Just hold on. All right. I got you situated. There's one belt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I hate it when it does that. Now I got to get my wrench off of there. Now I gotta get my wrench off of there. How am I gonna do that? Look here, Mr. Belt Tensioner. You can't have my ratchet. I need that. So I'm going to ask you to kindly please give that back to me. Thank you. All right, the next one is, man, they really hit them trailers when they back up. They ain't messing around. Holy moly, that one's got a lot of tension on it. Well, that one did the same thing. Darn. Stole my ratchet from me. I know YouTube is awesome. It's going to tell me how I should have did it. Should have gave myself enough slack. He's gonna tell me, you watch. He's gonna give me a scolding. How do I get this one off? How am I going to get this one off? Ha ha ha! Got it. So the belts are off. We're moving in the right direction. What do I need to do next? I think I got to take this air conditioner unit off and set it down. Set it down over there. I think I can set it down right there. Because, oh, I better take all these lines loose too. I need to get that bar off in the middle. Take these lines loose. And these lines have to come off. At least these two. From that one there. And set the air conditioner down here. And then it's going to be in my way, but the guy that says that he'll do the protrusions checks says I have to have that deck really clean. Don't use any wire brushes. He prefers that I use SOS pad, wash pads. So I believe I have all that. I dropped my ratchets, so I need to get an oil pan under there. Oil everywhere. So I got 4 buckets and I've already used 2. That's right, I need to get this thing here. Oh, I need to drain the oil in it too. I don't have to worry about that. Doesn't have that much oil. Just want to get it over there. Catch that drip off that filter housing. You know what it smells like under here? What am I doing next? Oh yeah, let's get these off. Get these off first. See this hose? That hose there goes to, so I don't have to take that side off. But I need to take, oh, let me see. I'm not going to be able to put that very far because, darn, uh-oh. So, if I take this off, let me see, how am I going to do this? If I take this off, I can't bring it back towards me because this hose. Well, yeah, I can. So what I can do is I take this one off, this one, that are loosen up that this whole thing. But I got to be careful not to bend it back here. The problem is this bar. So what I really need to do this, I think the way this, see what my problem is this hose here is going over that bar. So, and I want to put this back down here so it's out of the way. And, you know, so if, in order to do that, I got to get this hose under that bar. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is get this hose under that bar. And then I'll take these loose. And then when I take the air conditioner down, I can set it down here without trying to move, without moving this. In fact, I'll leave this back one on, so just to make sure that it doesn't get moved back here. And I don't want to break my brand new EGT. Sensor. All right, so what am I going to need? I'm going to need, what size is that, you guys think? I'm going to need a ratchet. It's going to be 5/8 or 3/4 and a wrench. So let's go do that. Where's my 3/4 at? A bug just came along and hit me in the head. Like, it says, I like you. I like you. You remind me of a flower. Well, gee, thank you. Oh, there's the 3/4 right in front of me. See if I'm right. Okay, I was right. Now I need a ratchet. I need 3/4. The sun's blinding me. I just brought my ratchet back here. Why ain't I seeing it? There it is. Where's the little one at? I keep bringing my tools back here so I don't have to chase them down, but I don't see my ratchets. All right. I needed a 3/4. 3/4. That is for taking a wheel off some car. $19, 5/8, 3/4, but that's a 1/2 inch drive, which I don't see. I wonder where it went. Oh, I was using it to take the valve covers off. So that means it's... Oh, I see a wasp. That must have been what was hitting me in the head. Where's my 1/2-inch drive? 3/8 drive. There it is. I keep taking my tools back to the back because I don't want my tools laying all over the place. It just makes my life miserable trying to chase them down like that. So I needed this. Let's see if I can go get that air conditioning line up underneath that bar. Now, I want to keep that bar on, so I want to put it back on. So we're gonna sit y'all, if you're still with me, up here. Sorry, had a little awkward moment here. Trying to get you set up there while I can. Oh, that's a lot of work putting y'all up there. Alright, what was I gonna do? Wow. Man. Gonna have to get some muscles when I start getting over on that hit. course, I haven't tried ours yet. Looks like it's going to be a bear. Let me get a bigger wrench. Goodness. Well, I got to get a deep socket and a bigger wrench. This doesn't want to come loose. Okay, needing some bigger tools. Oh, it's not going to give me the bigger one. Blew back into my eye. It's not very good on the cover for the wrench. This cushiony stuff is messing it up. Thank you for your service, Mr. Inch and 1/2. How'd you like to have that title? Mr. Inch 1.5. Is that what it was? Yeah, Mr. Inch, Mr. 1.5 inches. Is that your title? That's not my, well, maybe sometimes on a cold day. Or when my truck slips in the ice. Can't yet. I gotta take it from here. It's not gonna be simple. Let's see, what else do I need to move in order to get this over that? Let's take this one off. That's 7/16. 7/16. Looks like it come off right there real easy, but it's not going to release it.